Okay, good evening, everybody. Welcome to our Discover Renew Advanced webinar. This is a very special webinar that we've put in place to celebrate the launch of a brand new skincare system, totally reformulated Renew Advanced Skincare. So welcome to this call. Now, I'm going to give you just a very quick overview, and then it will be my absolute privilege and pleasure to hand the call over to the expert, somebody who is a lot more knowledgeable than I am when it comes to skincare. And I cannot wait for you to meet Michelle LeSueur. But let me give you just a broad overview of what we're going to cover here tonight. So Renew Advanced, this is ASEA's skincare system. I love this phrase, your skin knows what to do. It's natural renewal process. Just refresh your cells and protects against visible signs of fine lines and wrinkles. But over time, we need a little bit of help. And that's what this product range is about. Now, you'll notice the bottles are kind of color-coded. They start pale and they get a little darker. And there's a reason for that I will explain in a second. These products are powered by Redox. There are science-backed ingredients that support skin cell renewal and literally lighting your skin up from within and vibrancy. So these products, the more they are powered by Redox, the darker the container. So there are 4 products in the range. There's, starting from left to right, there's the cleanser, the palest of the products. There's the cleanser, a toner, a glow serum, and a hydrating moisturizer. And so you can see they become more and more powered by Redox as we go. Now, what does powered by Redox mean? Now, here's the complicated science bit. Okay, we're going to skim through this, but just for the science nerds on here, here's the complicated science part. Redox is a very, very important process in the body. It means reductants and oxidants, and our bodies thrive when we can bring redox homeostasis to our cells, whether those are your heart cells, liver cells, brain cells, in this case, your skin cells, okay? And there are, when we call a product or an ingredient a redox ingredient, a powered by Redox ingredient, it has to check certain boxes. Gene regulation is one of those boxes. Cytoprotection, your cell's ability to protect itself, okay, against harmful agents and damage. The ability for the cells to adjust and recover, and also adaptive response. And so these are 4 very important check boxes that have to be in place for us to consider ingredients, redox-based ingredients, ingredients that check the redox principles, okay? And so that's what we've got in this product line. And again, there you can see the 4 products varying a little bit in color. So the Renew Advanced Skincare system helps support the skin barrier function for more resilient looking skin, helps maintain balanced skin hydration for beautiful skin, helps reduce the look of fine lines and wrinkles for youthful skin. We can all do with a little bit more of that, and protects the skin from environmental stressors that may cause dry skin. Now, here's the great bit of this call. I'm going to be quiet now and I'm going to hand it over to the expert. And I am so excited for you to meet Michelle LeSueur. Some of you may know Michelle, for some, this is a new voice that you're hearing for the first time. But Michelle has worked in the skincare industry for over 30 years. She has formulated skincare products for other direct sales companies, and has been paid large sums of money to teach on skincare all over the world. So I'm very lucky today that I get her for free tonight, okay? And you get her for free. She told me, hey, the first one is free. So this is a very much sought after skincare expert. I should say, these are not doctored, photoshopped pictures on here. There's no filters on Michelle's webcam. And you're reading this right. Michelle is a 60-year-old mother of 4 and grandmother of 10. So Michelle walks her talk. She knows how to look after her skin. And here's what Michelle is going to cover. We've made this super simple. We want to go through each of the 4 products that makes up the Renew Advanced Skincare system. And we're going to go through each of the 4 with 4 steps. First of all, Michelle's going to cover a product interview, then a deep dive into the ingredients. There's some really cool ingredients in these formulations. And then we're going to show you some of the clinical studies that were done by Dermatest, which is one of the top dermatological institutes in Europe. They're based in Germany. And then Michelle will also cover best uses for that particular product. So we're going to go through those 4 simple steps for each of the 4 products. That'll give you a good kind of you are here map. So with that, product number 1, our cleanser. So let me hand it over to you, Michelle. Thank you so much for giving up some time and joining us on the call.
Thanks, Alan, for having me. I'm super excited about this because, skincare is something I've been passionate about. I mean, so many women ask me all the time. I was even in a doctor's office 2 days ago. I had no makeup on. I had my hair in a ponytail. And she's like, your skin always looks so good. And I said, I have something I've been using I need to talk to you about. And it's really interesting when ASEA first came out with this and they had approached me about it. You know, my first thing is I need to see the ingredient deck. I need to try it. I can't put my name on anything unless I have personally used it. And having formulated skincare, I'm pretty knowledgeable about ingredients, and I'm very particular. You know, there's a lot of things you can get away with in your 20s and 30s and even your 40s. But when you hit your 50s and going into your 60s, it's a whole nother game. And so I have been really excited about this. Now, the cleanser. This is a great cleanser. The key ingredients in this that are really exciting about this cleanser are what they call PHA. This is gluconolactone, and this is really what's nice about it is it gives you an exfoliation without any kind of irritation to your skin. Helps kind of get rid of the dullness. Now, exfoliation is extremely important for your skin. Sloughing off that dead skin, it keeps your pores from being clogged. It makes your skin look fresh and bright. And so that's a very important thing. They've also added some oat kernel extract. This helps with soothing skin. A lot of people have inflammation on their skin. And so this helps to soothe and calm things down. Now, when you use this particular cleanser, it has an amazing feel. Go to the next slide. You're going to go ahead and pump it in your hand, and it has the feeling, I think, of like shaving cream. It's very, very creamy, and it feels wonderful. A lot of these kinds of cleansers can be very drying to your skin, and they feel very drying. Their role is to get rid of, you know, the dirt and the oils, and it's really important to make sure that you're cleansing your skin good. Now, I never, ever, ever, ever go to bed without cleansing my face. Why? People think, oh, it's just one night. I'm going to just, you know, it doesn't matter. Well, it does matter. It ages you at a faster rate. It is so important. Our body regenerates at night, including your skin. So you cleansing your skin and putting these important ingredients on it help with the regeneration to give you a more youthful appearance. Now, again, when you're cleansing your skin, you're not just cleansing your face. Your face doesn't stop at your jawline. It stops clear down to your chest. And I made that mistake when I was young. I didn't even notice very much aging until I got around 50. And then when I went into my 50s, I saw it happen fast. One of the key things, ladies, that shows our age is what they call your décolletage, your neck and your chest. Your hands are another one, your elbows and your knees. These are areas you want to take care of as you're aging. So if you're a younger person and you think, well, I look great in those areas, if you want it to stay good, you take all your skincare clear down to that area. So this is a great feeling thing. You're gonna, you know, pump it in your hand, put it on your face, move it around. I splash mine off, and then I always use a washcloth. A washcloth, a wet washcloth will always go in and kind of pick up some of the things that were left behind. Next slide.
So here's the Dermatest study. Pretty cool that they tested this these cleansers. 100% of people said skin feels fresh. 100% said product was easy to apply. 95% said the skin didn't dry out, and 75% said the skin looks radiant. So these are fantastic numbers on the cleanser. Okay, step 2, tone and balance, Michelle.
Yes. A lot of people don't think a toner is important. Why would you want to use a toner? A lot of people have kind of gotten rid of it, but it is important. You know, the women in Korea have some of the most beautiful skin you've ever seen. And they do it because they understand the importance of the steps and the layering. Each step of this system, in any system, helps to prepare your skin to feed different parts of it and take care of it. Another important thing that a toner does is it helps to restore what's called the acid mantle. When we cleanse our face, it strips our face down and it brings the pH down. It can take up to 4 hours for that to restore itself. So during that 4 hours, bacteria and other things can get on our skin. By using a toner, it restores that acid mantle quickly. So you've got balanced skin that you're working with. The ingredients that they've used on this, next slide. The first one they started with is Edelweiss. And this is basically, it's helping to protect. So that's really important, especially in the environment and the things we have today. We want to protect the skin. We want to soothe the skin. We want to make sure those with sensitive skin, and I happen to be one of them, that it's not creating any kind of irritants. The other ingredient that they're using in this is called Maclura, and this one's a really hard name to pronounce. It's conscientious leaf. And this particular ingredient is designed for helping to maintain the skin biome. We hear people talk about biome, but your skin has a biome. A lot of people don't realize that. When that biome gets disrupted or there's problems, a lot of times we'll see skin issues. So again, helping to restore that is really, really important. Those people that struggle with blemish issues, this is really important for helping them to do it. Next slide. So how do you use the serum? It's of course, there, like I said, you guys love fun and you can go back and look at all the testing that's been done. But the serum, you can use it one of two ways. You can put it in your hand and pat it on. I personally like to put it in one of those cotton pads. Why? Because anything that might be left that maybe I missed, I will take and use that and maybe catch and make sure I get everything. I want to make sure I'm getting my entire face. So a toner is very important for these things. And again, that restoration, that balancing of your skin biome. Next slide.
So here's the Dermatest study. Improved of spots by 7.7%, 70% said skin feels firmer and smoother. So let's go on to the beautiful Glow Serum. And I got to say, before you even start, so my wife, Tanya, started using these products, and I'm telling you, like a day into using them, and her skin was glowing. It was quite remarkable. So perhaps it's the Glow Serum. Am I right?
Yeah, well, that, and you know how I feel about the moisturizer.
That's true.
That one.
We'll get to that.
Like I said, when you look at skincare, you know, women are very attached to skincare. We want our skincare to be luxurious. And I always look at too, again, because I formulate the viscosity, the feeling. And I've loved the way the cleanser felt. I love the way the serum feels and the moisturizer. It has that luxurious feeling. And I really went through it. Serum is so important because it's getting into some of the lower layers of your skin. And the goal for that is you want your cells in those lower layers to stay spherical. It's that sphericalness that as that comes to the top layer of the skin, it gives you that smooth appearance. And so again, the ingredients that they chose for the serum are really great ingredients. So the first one is cherimoya, and that one, I loved it because it's an adaptogen. So why adaptogens are so great? I've worked with them in nutritional supplements as well as skincare. And the reason why they're so great is because they create balance. You look at adaptogens, they grow in some of the harshest environments, from extreme cold to extreme heat, and yet they learn how to survive. They have the same effect on our bodies. This particular ingredient is grown in South America, and it's designed for a rebalancing agent. It's a humectant. A humectant is something that draws moisture to your skin, and we all want that. The difference between a raisin and a grape is moisture. It's also adaptive. Again, it adjusts itself to the environment. So if you're going to visit somewhere that's really humid, it's going to adjust. If it's someplace that's really dry, it's going to adjust. It also helps with to enhance the natural ability for your skin to handle stress. So that's another one that's really good. The next ingredient is called Nicotina benthamianyl. It's very hard to pronounce. And this one is a peptide. I absolutely love peptides. When I talk about peptides in these formulas, you really need to perk up. And here's why. Peptides are different from other ingredients. They're like Legos. The way you put the Legos together determine what it makes. These amino acids, depending on which ones they use, the order that they use them in, signal the body to make more. And it can be collagen, elastin, all different kinds of things. And so instead of giving your body something, it's enhancing your body and telling your body, oh, we need more collagen. We need more elastin. We need more this. That's the beauty of peptides. And I love peptides when I formulate. I'm a huge proponent of using more than one. And so this particular peptide is great for helping to even out skin tones. They also use some chamomile extract. This one's a scientifically proven redox compound, and it's more of a soothing agent. And the other ingredient that they used is called niacinamide. Now, this one is a awesome ingredient. When I'm looking for skincare, this is something I look for. Why? It's multifunctional. It's really good for helping to build keratin, helping the skin to be firm. It also helps create a lipid barrier. So it's, again, more protection, helping to retain moisture. It's great for helping with redness. It also helps with pore size, and also regulation of oil. Some people produce too much oil. Some people don't produce enough. It also helps with sun damage, and it also helps with fine line and wrinkles. It's a great antioxidant, and it also acts and helps with hydration of skin. The other ingredient that they used, and many of you have heard this, is hyaluronic acid. Now, this is really important. Why is hyaluronic acid such an important ingredient? Because of the fact that it holds 1,000 times its weight. It's fantastic for plumping, making things look fuller, and it's because of the water weight that it holds. So the formulation is really well done. And so next slide. You can see on this that on the appliance. Now, when I use it, it takes me at least 2 pumps when I use it. And you're going to want to pump it in your hand, and you're going to want to use it all over your face again and down your chest. And I always immediately go to the back of my hands afterwards. When I do my skincare, I'm covering my face, my neck, my chest, my hands, always. And I want to interject at this time. I'm going to let you guys in on a secret. Again, women are always asking me, what do you do for this? And how are you doing that? I love the way this looks. But what I do is you want to make sure when you're using each step of this to make sure everything dries completely before you put anything on. So when you do your toner, you want to make sure it's completely dry. I'm a huge proponent of Renu 28. And again, we'll talk about that at the end on where that goes in. I would never not use it. But again, I want to make sure it's dry before I put anything else on. This product as well. So while this is drying, one of my secrets is this is the time that I put on my eye makeup. And I love it because the way my skin feels is it feels like it's not really, it doesn't have a lot of moisture, it doesn't feel super dry, but it's really smooth. And so if any of your shadow or mascara gets on, you can brush it, wipe it away, and it's not getting all smudged. And so again, I wait for it to completely dry, put my eye makeup on, and then I go in with my moisturizer.
Let's take a look at the Dermatest results. Pretty incredible. All sorts of things improving the skin moisturizer. You can see after 30 minutes, 7 hours, and 4 weeks. 95% of people said it immediately moisturized the skin. 80% said it proved long-lasting moisture to the skin. 75% said they would recommend Glow Serum. So again, big approval numbers on this clinical study. Let's go on to the fourth product, the hydrating cream.
Okay, this is my favorite product. I will tell you, for the last year, I have tried 10 different moisturizers. They didn't give me a dewy feel. Now, Alan, we need to hear Alan say dewy. It's hysterical.
I'm not the expert. I can't say it.
But that's what you're after, ladies. With skincare, you don't want when you finish, you don't want it to feel dry, and you don't want it to feel oily. The goal of a good, you know that you've achieved or accomplished good skin is when you have that dewy feel. It's the glow. And so I absolutely loved this. And as again, when I went through the formulation, I was so impressed with a lot of the ingredients. I'm like, oh, I'm so excited about this because again, I've tried 10 different ones and I didn't like any of them. I had different problems. And so I was super excited to try this and it did not disappoint. Let's just put it that way. So as we get into the ingredients on this, next slide, they use the same adaptogen that we talked about in the serum. So again, it's designed to calm and re-energize the skin. Then they used the sea fennel. Now, this is a great ingredient because it helps with skin, not just skin conditioning, but basically overall strength of the skin, helps with luster of the skin, and it helps with speeding cell turnover. They call it, it's one of the nicknames of this particular ingredient is called retinol of the sea because its ability to firm the skin and reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. So it's a great ingredient. Another thing that's cool about sea fennel is the peptides are so small that they penetrate and calm your skin to reduce the redness and helps with the wrinkles. So it's very, very beneficial. The next ingredient they used was Lactococcus ferment lysate. And this one is really almost like a probiotic for the skin. We talked about how important it is to have that barrier, that biome of your skin balanced. That's what this particular ingredient does. It stimulates the cellular renewal of the skin. It's reinforcing that barrier, and it helps maintain a healthy balance in the skin's microbiome. Again, keeping that good bacteria for optimal hydration. And then the other ingredient that they used was the gold standard of vitamin C. Vitamin C, we see this in a lot of companies use this, and you have to have a good form, and they use the highest stable soluble vitamin C. What is so great about vitamin C? Well, think of it like this. Collagen and elastin is what keeps our skin firm. And it's kind of, if you were going to go pour concrete on the freeway, you notice when they do that, they always put rebar going across, vertical and horizontal, because it strengthens it and gives it support. That's what vitamin C does. It helps to strengthen and support your elastin and your collagen in the skin. So it gets into the deeper levels. Remember, I talked about how important it is to get into those deep levels so that you can get those lower cells, so when they come up, they look healthy and spherical, so that you have that youthful appearance. Of course, it's a powerful antioxidant. It helps with its natural SPF. It helps with brightening. There's a lot of studies that are showing how it affects the ability to brighten your skin, and its effect on collagen production. And one other thing that was really that's really cool about it is it helps with the production of what they call glucosaminoglycans, and what that is your things like hyaluronic acid. Those things are naturally present in our body, but it's going to, again, improve the production so that our skin is hydrated, has that plump, and of course, as we age, this glucosaminoglycans decline as we age. And this is why, some of us don't age as well as others. They also use the niacinamide. So we talked about all the benefits of that, as well as the hyaluronic acid. And then they used another peptide. This particular peptide is called trifluoroacetic tripeptide 2. And this one here is 3 different amino acids, and they basically inhibit the production of what's called progerin. Progerin accelerates our aging process. This peptide helps with firmness, elasticity, and keeping the sagging, so we don't get the sagging in our skin. And those of us that are 50s and 60s, we know all about that. We're all about, let's get that lifting and tightening, especially through the jawline. And so this formulation, like I said, it feels great. And like I said, I've tried 10 different ones, and I just absolutely love this product. It's my favorite thing in the line. Next slide. So how do we use it? Okay, notice the packaging that they put it in. It's a pump. Why do you want that? Well, first of all, you never, ever, ever put your hands in your skincare. We all have bacteria and oils that can get in it. Bacteria can grow, and you don't realize adding your oils to a formulation could possibly change it. So I love the packaging for this because it pumps out exactly what you need, and you're not putting your hands in anything. You will never ever see me put my hands in a cream. I always have a spatula if it doesn't have this type of packaging, but it's really important. So again, you want to cover your entire face, your neck, your chest, and the back of your hands. And you guys, I'm telling you, you might think, oh, Michelle, I'm going to use a lot of product, but trust me, it's cheaper to do that than it will be when you get my age.
Oh, very good. So here's the Dermatest study based in Germany. Improvement in roughness, spots, wrinkle depth, etc., etc. You can see skin moisture improving 104%. 80% said skin feels firmer. 80% said visible decrease in photo damaged skin. 95% said skin feels deeply hydrated, etc., etc. 90% would recommend the hydrating cream. So it seems to be a favorite with a lot of people, Michelle. So that is the range of products. This is also another very important thing to hit on, Michelle.
Yeah, I mean, you want to be able to have products that are clean. And thank goodness now they've created great ingredients that are clean ingredients that you can actually use in a skincare that work. And there was a time that was not the case. And so they didn't put any of the bad things in, only good stuff.
Yeah, very cool. Okay, let's talk about our beloved Renu 28, our cell signaling gel, and where that might fit into the Renu Advanced Skincare system.
Okay, so when you're going to use this, and again, I can't imagine ever not using this product. If you haven't taken the time to see the before and after pictures, I know personally that I noticed a difference. I would never not use this product. And so the easy way to remember is 1, 2, Renu. So your Renu 28 goes between your toner and your serum. Again, it's so important to make sure the toner is completely dry before you use the Renu 28. Use the Renu 28, again, all the places I told you, and then let that dry completely. Then go ahead and use your serum. And so it's very important to do it in those steps, and it will give you the best results.
Yeah, and I think maybe just for some new people listening to this that maybe are not familiar with Renu 28, Renu 28 is a cell signaling technology, and we say if your cells can't signal, then little else matters. And so this signaling, the cells, this communication and signaling of the skin cells is preparing them to be fed by these beautiful products and the ingredients. So it's almost like the signaling prepares the cell, and the Renu Advanced Skincare system feeds the cell. Would that be pretty accurate?
Yeah, and not only that is, again, if you look at the name, it is what it says. I mean, when we're young, our cells turn over every 28 days. By the time you get to my age, it's like every 68 days. So by using the Renu 28, you're going to get better cellular turnover. That's what we want. And as you get older, to keep that turning over every 28 days like it did when we were young.
Yeah, and actually we did a Dermatest study on that many years ago that showed a 16% improvement in skin cell renewal in only 4 weeks. And so although you can use the Renu Advanced Skincare system as a standalone four product system, cleanser, toner, serum, moisturizer, we do recommend, look, Renu 28, I call it the miracle gel. There's so much we could talk about it with our patented signaling technology. And again, if you want to know where it goes, 1, 2, Renu, 3, 4. Okay, that's how it goes. Michelle, any closing thoughts as we wrap this up?
Yeah, a lot of people might think, they look in the mirror and they might be in their 20s or 30s and think, well, that's for old people. And reality is I'm here today because women do love my skin. And honestly, I'm not going to listen to a 20, 30 or 40-year-old tell me about skin, because when I was those ages, I had great skin. And the reason why I had great skin was because I took care of my skin when I was young. In fact, when my girls got 12 years old, this was so important to me that they got a system just like this. And them, my oldest daughter just turned 39 yesterday, and my other daughter's 35, but they have beautiful skin and they don't look their age. And it's not my genetics. Alan can attest to that. I've written a book about that. But on genetics, you might think that, but you know what? only 25% of our genes are in concrete. We get to influence the other 75%. By taking care of your skin, no matter what age you are, you can always start somewhere, whether you're 20 or 50. Anything that you do will improve what you have. And so I encourage you, if you're a mom on here and you have a young daughter, get her the system, because she wants to, when she gets older, have beautiful skin, that people are coming up to her like they do with me and say, what do you use on your skin? It's beautiful.
So there's hope for me yet, Michelle?
Yeah, and I'm going to create some fun tools that I'm going to sharing this product. So I'm really excited.
Cool.
Like I said, I've waited for this for 3 years.
Yeah, really, really cool. Michelle, this has been fantastic. We could open this up for Q&A, but we would probably be here all night. But you just did an amazing job covering the highlights and a deep dive into some of the ingredients. Hopefully people realize now that these are very, very carefully formulated products. It's an amazing skincare system, incredible value for money as well. And so I appreciate you giving the time tonight.